CHARMS Outcomes Tracker is used to track outcomes for an individual, and the outcomes that you wish to track can be customized to your organization's needs. The default questions or outcomes in CHARMS are based on the government's Every Child Matters framework. To access the Outcomes Tracker, log into CHARMS as normal, then click on the link called Outcomes Tracker under Other Options. This will bring up the Outcomes Tracker homepage. If you can't see a link to the Outcomes Tracker in Other Options, please ask your super user or account manager to give you the permission entitled Outcomes_Tracker. Once this is done, you may have to log out and back in again to see the link. On the Outcomes Tracker homepage, you will find the navigation bar at the top of the screen. This bar contains 5 buttons. Back to Main CHARMS. Clicking this will take you back to the CHARMS main menu. Home, the page you are on now. Settings. Clicking this will take you to the Settings part of the Outcomes Tracker, where you can modify the list of questions and outcome groups. Help takes you to the relevant wiki page. Log out logs you out of CHARMS. Underneath the navigation bar, there are 3 tabs. Search Children, the tab that we are currently on. Here you can look for the individual that you wish to view the Outcomes Tracker for. There is the ability to search for an individual by ID number, name, and whether or not they have had an assessment yet. In other words, had an Outcomes Tracker recorded. Each row in the Search Children tab represents an individual and contains their ID number, name and profile picture, date of birth, current situation, outcome score percentage, which means how close they are to their maximum score, last assessment date, which means the last time an Outcomes Tracker was completed for them, the number of days since that last assessment, whether or not their assessment score went up, down, or stayed the same, and finally, a button to open their record card. The columns containing a header can be clicked on to reorder the results. Alerts. The Alerts widget shows 3 mini reports for the Outcomes Tracker. Clicking on the names of each of these reports will open them up in a new window with details of the children. All of the reports can be exported to Excel. Outcomes Monthly. The Outcomes Monthly graph shows the number of Outcomes Trackers completed per month, defaulted to the last 12 months. We'll go back to the Search Children tab to open an individual's Outcomes Tracker. Clicking on an individual's ID number will take you to their outcome profile page. Here is where you complete your outcome recordings and can access historic recordings. You can also access an individual's outcome profile from their CHARMS record by clicking Outcomes Tracker on the left-hand sidebar. Clicking Back to Search will take you back to the Outcomes Tracker homepage. The Outcome Profile page contains basic information about the individual taken from their CHARMS record. Clicking on the individual's name will take you to their record. This section also contains the individual's social worker, if applicable. The Outcome Profile page also contains placement information regarding the individual. The main section of the Outcome Profile page contains 4 tabs. Current Recordings. The Current Recordings tab is where you enter your recordings. Here is the record card button, which opens the Outcomes Tracker record card. To the right is the list of outcomes, which you can scroll through to view more. Each outcome can have a number of questions relating to it. In this example, the first outcome is being healthy, and there are 12 questions relating to this single outcome. Clicking the Edit button next to each outcome will let you edit the current recordings for that particular outcome. As each question is answered, the overall summary pie chart will progress from being incomplete, shown in red, to complete, shown in green. Towards the bottom is the Edit Recordings button, where you can enter recordings for every outcome all within one screen. Clicking the small downward arrow to the right of this button provides you with more options. Print enables you to save or print the current recordings. Blank enables you to save or print a blank Outcomes Tracker report. Restart. This will clear all current recordings and reset the questions from setup. This will not affect historical recordings. Recordings comparison. Once you have more than one Outcomes Tracker assessment, you can compare them against each other using the Recordings Comparison tab. To the left, you can select your 2 assessment dates. To the right, you will then be able to check the scores for each date against each outcome. Clicking the View button next to each outcome will let you view the outcome notes. Historic assessments. This tab enables you to view all Outcomes Tracker assessments recorded so far. You can use the Date From and Date To filters to refine your assessments within a date range. Each assessment can be printed by clicking the Print button or deleted using the Delete button. Clicking the Chart tab will let you view a chart of the overall scores for each historical assessment. Recordings Progression Chart. This tab shows each outcome score for each assessment date displayed as a chart. Hovering over each coloured point on the chart will show the date, outcome, and score. In our next video, we'll return to the Current Recordings tab to edit our tracker.